Welcome back to another BobBlast. Hi, I'm Bob Burridge, and this one is all about 4 small steps to painting big. At least let me show you my thought processes that I go through before I even start off painting big. And so on this one, to paint big, I've taken 2 small canvases, put them together, and now what do we have? A diptych. You knew that, I know. But let me now go through the thought process at the beginning stages of when I go to do my improvisational abstract painting. So the concept for this series is kind of a funny series for me. Basically, it's retired circus performers sitting around on a sofa, reminiscing about the good old days when they used to be a star. Hey, I know, it's an idea. At least I have an idea. So this is the beginning of the piece. So what I have here is the concept, the big idea. Very loosely sketched out, 2 retired circus performers sitting next to a table, but now let me show you, that's the concept. What's the big idea? Always the big idea. Now let's go to the second. That's the first letter C. I call it the concept. Now the rest becomes pretty much easy and falls into place. What's the color? The color is, well, I basically shamelessly go ahead and I use my own color wheel. So the color, the dominant color is going to be this yellow-red, kind of a marigold color. The focused area is going to be this blue, and then the green and the violet will be my spice color. So let's see what I've done. Now I loosely sketched it all out. Okay, but the composition, before I put the color down, I have to have the composition. That's another letter C. What's the composition? Well, this one is called asymmetrical, off balance, which means I have a whole lot of stuff going on over here, and a little thing going way over here, off balance. I kind of like that drama and that space in between. So this is not developed yet, but I know there's going to be some bottles and maybe some trophies or something sitting there. Very loose beginning, right? So that's the concept a lot. Now the color. So here goes the real loose of that orange color all over. Okay. Focal point is going to be blue. It says so right there on my color wheel. That becomes the focal point too. They're kind of fighting each other right now, I know that. And so then the other 2 colors, a little spice color will be the violet and some green in here around the focal point. So it's just a loose beginning. Always start loose. They tell me under every great painting is a great abstract painting. So it works for me. That's just the beginning. 4 small steps to paint big. Put 2 pieces together, you got a diptych, a much bigger surface. It's great, it's how I get started. At least that's my thought process at the beginning, as opposed to just throwing color around and hope something shows up. So somebody asked me, can I explain my thought process? That's the best I could do. Hope this works out for you. I'll see you on the next BobBlast. But wait, there's gonna be a short tip from the studio. Hang in there, stay tuned, here it comes. And now for a bonus track. I hear an awful lot of questions about what do you do with that dirty water? Especially those of us who live in environmentally sensitive areas and plumbing's not so hot, and so we have this dirty water. And what do you do with all those chunks and stuff that's sitting in your used water? Let me show you what works for me. Basically, all I do, it works for me. Get a bucket, big buckets, okay? Get a drill. Drill some holes on the bottom of that bucket, okay? This is the part you guys are really gonna like. And then you go out and you get yourself a pair of pantyhose. Oh my God, when was the last time you got yourselves a pair of pantyhose? And with those pantyhose, don't put them on, you put them around the bucket, inside the bucket. I know this is gonna be the weirdest one. Right? You drill holes here in the bottom of the bucket, the best filter in the world. Pantyhose goes inside here, and then I'm going to go put it in the sink. Let's go do that. And so now I'm in my outdoor sink. I live in the country, so I have a gray water system. All this gets filtered through these buckets and then basically out into the fields. It's the gray water system, still works great. And all the big hunks and chunks stay inside the pantyhose. So I put this inside, there we go, little sound effects there, and we pour it through the pantyhose. Make sure the neighbors aren't watching. Okay, there you go. And there you go, voila. All the dirty water goes through the holes, down into the sink, into the gray water system, and maybe in a couple of weeks I just change my pantyhose. Hey, I hope this works out okay for you. Here we are in the country, out here in California. Hope you guys have a great rest of the year. And I've got a whole lot more BobBlast coming up, and I can't wait to show them to you.